All right, you welcome back. Um, this is 2021. Happy New Year. I'm recording this video January 1st, 2021, the first day of the year. Um, so I welcome you to a new year. Hopefully, this January, this course will eventually be published. So I welcome you to the new year, and hopefully, this year, 2021, your dream of becoming a software or web developer will come to reality as we journey together. So once again, don't forget, we are on the profile web, like the project we are building to a personal profile website where we would we'll put our personal information so that people can know about us. So here I'm going to change it to 2021 since we're in 2021 now. And okay, so that is what we need to do. So now we only have one page ready. So we need the page that is going to also show education. We need the page that is going to show work experience, and the page that will show others. So on these others, maybe I can put a link to download my CV there, for instance. So we need to create another page and call it education.html. So I'm going to come here inside my profile web. I'm going to create a new file and call it education.html. All right, so here we have, so what is going to be on there's some basic things that will be the same across all the pages. For instance, the sidebar will be the same, the footer will be the same. So what is most likely going to be changing is the content inside this article, because that is what will be replicating the new information we will be putting there, like university education, secondary education, primary education. Then if we move to work experience, then the same thing would go in that format. So, and we all have the same header, the same style here. So I think what is best for us to do now is, this type of styling is called internal styling. So I put it on one page, but what we need to do is to make it external. All right, so that other pages will be able to use this particular style. So I'm going to create a new folder inside. Do I need to create a new folder? Yes, let me create a new folder inside profile web and name that folder new folder and name it CSS. All right, so inside the CSS folder, I'm going to create another file inside the CSS folder. Just look at how I'm doing it now. So I'm going to call it main.css. All right, so that's inside the this particular folder. So I'm going to come to my index and move the style, everything inside the style, and move it out to the central, to the main.css, so that all other pages will be able to make use of it. So we don't need to repeat this on all pages, such that when we want to make a correction, we will not have any need to start making correction on all pages. So I'm going to remove it. So I'll just leave the style empty here, because I might want to style something specific to this page alone, so I can still use the internal styling here. So I'll go to inside CSS and I'm going to drop, yes. So I'll just pasted Ctrl V to paste, Ctrl V on window, then Command V on a Mac. So if you are using a Mac to learn this, so that is what we have here. So what I will now do is I will now include the styling on the I will include the styling on the it opens. Okay. Right. So I will include what I will do now is to include the styling on the index.html here. So, and the way we did it the other time, we use link CSS is giving us the option link CSS. So this is not the reference I want to use. So this is intelligent. So it has zoomed. I named it style.css, but I did not name it style.css. I named it main.css, and it is inside my CSS folder. So what it means is that here I'm going to put CSS because that's the name of the folder, as you can see. First of all, CSS, then it's even suggesting the main.css for me. So it's very simple. So because it is inside the folder, that is why I mentioned the folder first / main.css. So that is the name of the CSS style. So let me save and come back to the page. Everything is normal. All right. So what we need to do next is this education.html page. Now we need to link it from the index.html page, and also copy what we have here and paste it. So as we proceed in learning, not definitely in this course, you will see how you can, like for instance, like I told you the other time, for all these web pages, education, work experience, others, the header, the sidebar, and the footer will be constant. What will be changing is inside here. All right. So now what it means is I would have to copy Control A, copy what I have here, Control A, and come to education.html and paste. Yes, of course, I will not need this. I'm on the education.html page, so of course I will not need this information again here on this page. Then here the heading, I'm going to change it to education. Right. So there's something I needed to do before actually moving to this page, before copying, and that is the danger of, that is the disadvantage of copying from one page to the other, especially when you are going to be having things that will be constant. Now I want to edit this URL. If I edit it here, it's not edited on HTML, so I need to go on education.html page. So but I need to go and do it again. So here it is supposed to be, this link is actually supposed to be a link. So a link, so it's not external link, it's internal. So I'm going to make it, this link home is our index.html. All right, so I'm going to bring this home in between the a tag. This a tag is for linking, so it will automatically take us to, so if I refresh now, as you can see, it's a, so it's underlined. So then I would come here for education 2. I'm going to do the same thing. A is going to be a link, then the reference is going to be education.html. So work experience, we've not created the page, but I'll put the link so that we can just have to do this one and for all. Then this education, I'm going to bring it inside work experience A, then link, then I'm also going to make it work underscore experience. That's how I'm going to name it .html. So like I told you, in the naming convention, you cannot put workspace experience.html. It will break your line of code in the future, because when you are naming the file, instead of one space, you could make it two space and you will not know. So instead of space, we always use underscore to create that space. Then here, a link, we'll just call this one others.html. So we'll create, you can go ahead to create the files inside your profile web section. Okay, so we have to move the work experience inside and others inside the a tag so that we can easily click. All right, so that is saved. So if you come here and check, all right, they are all changed to links now. So if I click education will come, because we copy and pasted what is inside the education here, and it does not really make, so we'll go and edit the content to the new content of education. Work experience. Okay, so as you can see now, the links are no longer working because when I copied and pasted on the education page, I have not added the links for this sidebar. So what I'm going to do now is I would copy the link here and paste it inside here so that we can take, yes, so automatically we know that we've linked all the pages. So if we are creating the new page for work experience, for instance, we would be able to, we will just do the same thing. So this personal statement is going to okay, so this is education. Okay, so I think I need to change this one to personal profile, back, personal profile, and change the heading here to education. So everything will have personal profile across our page. So here I want to explain my education, maybe from this so to so. I think I can use table here. I can put a table here and indicate, you know, duration from, I mean, year, like education, year, the degree, if it is first degree, if it is second degree, or class of degree, as the case may be, like most of us have in our CV. Then, so I think a table could work here. So it's important to think as a software developer. You continue to think on what you think is going to work best. Work experience also, I might want to list where I've worked. Okay, so let me create all the tables, all the pages. So we need to create a new one here and put it new file and name it work underscore esp dot html. All right, work underscore esp.html. Yeah, so we'll create another one for others, new. So others dot html. So in these others we'll be able to download why is oh this is not, this is creating, this others created outside the folder, so I'm moving it back inside. Move. All right, so it's inside the folder now. Please take note here, there is nothing outside the bigger folder, that's the html folder. So we are only working inside the profile web, and that is where all our files must reside. So okay, so that is that for now. We can then move back to the education and bring in a table. So most times as a software developer, you will not need to be reinventing the wheel. All right, so, and I'm not here to teach you on how to keep reinventing the wheel. As much as it is important to learn how to reinvent the wheel, but okay, at this stage, don't let us let us reinvent it so that it can keep getting your hands dirty and you keep making mistakes and sorting your mistakes out. So let's use table now to create our education profile. Come back. So you might not want to, for instance, put your own education information in a table. Please feel free to do things your own way, as much as you are getting it right. So I'm going to use table, then t-head. I'm going to do t-head. Then inside the t-head, I think we'll have 3td. So we'll call this one name of school. Another td. Is it certification or degree? Certification. So then the last one is going to be yes. So the last one is going to be yes. Name of school, certification, yes. So that will be the heading. Then we now have tr, that's table row, the first row. So the first row now, the td will speak to the name of the school. So what's the school? So I'm going to be mentioning my school, my secondary school, Bobas High School. It's in Ikere, in Ekiti State, Nigeria. So certification, so that's the next one. another TD. What's the certification? Um, I think it is called WASC, West African School Secondary School Certificate Examination. Yeah, so whatever it is, then year. So then TD, then year. So year, I'm going to just put a pseudo year, 2020, 2000 to, how many years are you expected to spend? 6, Abi, to 2006. Yeah. Though I was already in the university by 2006, so I didn't get to Obas High School that year. All right, so the next one is next education now, TD. Okay, which university? University of Nigeria. All right, so TD is going to be BSc. Which year? So it can just be any year. Let's say 2008 to, how many years do you spend in the university here? That's 4. 4 without some other things that could happen. So let's put it as 2012. So if you add other degrees, you can just add them. Like I also have my MSc and stuff like that. But for now, for this particular page, that is all I would just want to put there. I don't want to go too public about some other personal stuff. So, but whatever, just put it there. So let's save it now and check the education page. Hopefully, it should have taken a new shape. So if I click education now, all right. So we now have it, name of school. That's Bobas High School. Okay, this is not okay. So good. We make mistakes. So let me fix the mistake now. So please note that it's going to be one of the things you should start making as you program, write code is mistake, because mistakes helps you to get better. So obviously I put the second TD inside the TR, inside this row. Meanwhile, it's supposed to be in its own different row. Table data. TD, I think TD means table data. This is table row. So I'm going to create TR now. This is on TR then, and I will now paste the TD inside. That's why you saw that they are inside, they are just on the same line. So but now that I've created his own row, it will be on a different line. Yeah. So this is cool. So we might want to style it because it is not styled. Everything is a bit lumped together. All right. So let's move about styling it. We can take we can style it. We can use the same styling that we use for our table, for our class web. All right. So I think that's the third file. Let's go to class web so that we don't need to type again. But if you want to just type, I would appreciate if you can just type this styling yourself, because when you do that, it helps you get, it keeps your hand more dirty. So I'm going to just copy this style, and paste it on the here for the education, so that I don't need to start typing it all over again. So, and as a developer, as you keep developing, you will reuse your previous code, so you will not have to start all your codes from beginning. But you, that as a beginner, most of the people taking this course will be beginners, so please avoid copying and pasting for now. Try as much as possible to keep typing things, so that you keep making mistake, sorting it out, and you keep learning. So okay, so of course you will observe that I pasted it inside the style, inside this particular style for this page alone, because this is actually applicable to the this is quite applicable to the education page alone. All right, it's applicable to the education page alone, so that's why it's here. So I think the header, The header has, okay, so let's just check out the page, how it is going to look like now. All right, so I think it's beautiful this way. So Bobas High School, WASC. So this is my education history. So the page is taking, the table is taking 50% of, look at the width, it's taking 50% of where it found itself, and that is why it's just like this. So if I want it to take 100%, for instance, let me increase it to 100. Let's see if it's going to take over the, so I'm saying that the table should occupy 100% of where it found itself. That's what it means. So if I refresh now, yes, so it's now bigger, so it has occupied 100% of the page. All right, so so I think for education, for instance, we are, I think we're done for that of education. So it's as simple as that. Okay, so let's move to, so next now we'll move to work experience. Work experience should be for, so maybe in the next video we'll just do work experience, but you can go ahead, move into your work experience is an empty page. Then you can also move into others, maybe your hobby, what you want people to know, what you can do, then a link to your CV. So we're going to do that in the next video.